Welcome to 6 types of boundaries every relationship needs to thrive. Did you know that 44% of couples report relationship stress because of lack of boundaries? Or that couples who set clear boundaries are 60% happier and more satisfied? Boundaries aren't just rules. They are essential tools for love and respect. They help you connect deeply while keeping your individuality. Without boundaries, relationships can become chaotic and stressful. But with them, love can flourish. In this video, we'll dive into 6 key types of boundaries that every relationship needs. From respecting personal space to handling money matters, we'll cover it all. You'll learn how to set these boundaries and why they are so important. Get ready to discover how to make your relationship stronger, happier, and more fulfilling. Let's get started. Chapter 1: Space Odyssey: Honoring Personal Boundaries. When it comes to thriving relationships, appreciating personal space is crucial. It's not just about physical space but also about respecting each other's need for personal time. According to a study from the University of Michigan, individuals who maintain a sense of individuality often report higher satisfaction in relationships. So, how do you balance this? Start by discussing what me time looks like for each of you. Maybe it's a quiet morning walk or an evening with books. The key is understanding that these moments alone are not a sign of distance but a way to recharge. Dr. Terry Orbuch, author of 5 Simple Steps to Take Your Marriage from Good to Great, suggests that time alone is not just beneficial, it's essential. Set clear guidelines about when and how you'll spend time apart. For instance, perhaps you agree that Sundays are for personal hobbies. This not only respects personal boundaries but also builds anticipation for when you reunite. Communicate openly about your needs. If you feel overwhelmed, say so. Open dialogue prevents resentment from building up. Remember, it's not about having less time together, but making the time you do spend together more meaningful. Finally, support each other's interests. If your partner loves painting, encourage it, even if you're not artistically inclined. Supporting each other's passions fuels happiness individually and collectively. Chapter 2: Tech Check: Navigating Digital Boundaries. In today's digital world, setting boundaries around technology use in relationships is vital. A staggering 50% of people admit to checking their partner's phone without permission, a survey by Pew Research Center reveals. This invasion of privacy can sow seeds of distrust. Firstly, discuss what feels right regarding social media interactions. Is it okay to follow each other's friends? What about commenting on posts? Setting these rules early helps avoid future conflicts. Be mindful of texting habits. Constant messages can feel overwhelming. Agree on text-free times, perhaps during meals or date nights, to ensure quality time remains undisturbed. Consider digital detoxes. These can be daily, like turning off phones an hour before bed, or weekly, like a tech-free Saturday. This practice helps both of you to reconnect with each other without distractions. Be transparent about your digital footprint. Sharing passwords might work for some couples but not for others. Decide what makes you both feel comfortable and secure without feeling surveilled. Lastly, remember that digital tools are there to enhance relationships, not hinder them. Use technology to send loving messages or share funny memes to keep the spark alive, but never let it replace genuine, heartfelt communication. By setting these digital boundaries, couples can enjoy the benefits of technology without letting it intrude on their personal connection. Chapter 3: Time Treasures: Respecting Time Together and Apart. Balancing time together with time apart is key in any relationship. A survey by the National Marriage Project found that couples who dedicate at least one time per week to each other are 3.5 times more likely to report being very happy in their relationship. Start by scheduling regular date nights. These shouldn't be extravagant. Sometimes, a movie night or a simple dinner out can reignite that spark. It's about quality over quantity. Dr. John Gottman, in his book The Relationship Cure, suggests that just 15 minutes of undivided attention daily can strengthen a relationship significantly. Respecting each other's need for solitude is just as important. Maybe you spend Saturday mornings on individual hobbies. This separate time isn't a gap between you, it's a space that enriches your togetherness. Be proactive in discussing plans. If you have a busy week ahead, communicate this early. This helps manage expectations and shows you respect your partner's time as much as your own. Finally, learn to say no to others occasionally. Your relationship deserves as much priority as your other commitments. Sometimes, saying we have plans is all it takes to guard your precious time together. Chapter 4: Emotional Gateways, Understanding Emotional Boundaries. Emotional boundaries are vital for a healthy relationship. A study by Psychology Today indicates that couples who understand and respect emotional boundaries tend to have less conflict and more depth in their relationship. Recognize and respect each other's emotional needs. If your partner needs a moment to cool down during an argument, give them that space. Pushing for resolution when emotions are high can lead to regrettable words. Communicate your feelings clearly and respectfully. I feel statements can be a powerful tool to express yourself without making your partner feel blamed. For instance, say I feel hurt when plans are canceled last minute rather than you never keep plans. Listen actively. When your partner is speaking, really listen. This means not just waiting for your turn to talk, but trying to understand their perspective. Active listening can prevent misunderstandings that might breach emotional boundaries. Set boundaries around emotional support. It's important to support each other, but also vital to recognize when professional help might be needed. Encouraging your partner to seek therapy if needed is not a sign of failure but of deep care and respect. Respecting these boundaries doesn't weaken your bond, it strengthens it by building trust and understanding. Each partner feeling heard and valued is the foundation of a thriving relationship. Chapter 5: The Money Map, Financial Boundaries in Love. Handling finances in a relationship can be tricky, but setting clear financial boundaries can ease the process. According to a study by SunTrust Bank, finances are the leading cause of stress in relationships, with 35% of respondents citing money as the primary strain. Start by having honest conversations about money. Discuss your financial goals, spending habits, and any debts you might have. Transparency here can prevent future misunderstandings. David Bach, author of Smart Couples Finish Rich, emphasizes that couples who plan their finances together tend to be more successful and satisfied. Create a budget that works for both of you. Decide on joint expenses like rent and groceries, and also set aside some personal spending money. This way, you both maintain a sense of financial independence while sharing common goals. Open a joint account for shared expenses but keep individual accounts for personal spending. This method respects individual autonomy while fostering a sense of teamwork. A study by TD Bank found that couples with joint accounts often feel more united in their financial goals. Discuss major purchases before making them. Whether it's a new car or a vacation, big expenses should be a joint decision. This practice builds trust and ensures you're both on the same page. Lastly, plan for the future together. Set goals for savings, investments, and retirement. Knowing you're working towards the same financial future can strengthen your bond and reduce money-related stress. Chapter 6: The Respect Spectrum, Setting Boundaries Around Beliefs and Values. Respecting each other's beliefs and values is crucial for a harmonious relationship. Differences in beliefs can either enrich your relationship or cause friction, depending on how you handle them. A study by the Pew Research Center found that 30% of couples have differing religious views, yet many still thrive by respecting these differences. Start by having open conversations about your beliefs and values. Understanding each other's perspectives can build empathy and respect. Stephen Covey, in The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, advises, seek first to understand, then to be understood. Agree to disagree on certain topics. Not every difference needs to be resolved. Sometimes, respecting each other's viewpoints without trying to change them can be the healthiest approach. Find common ground. While you might have differing beliefs, there are often shared values you can focus on. Whether it's the importance of family, honesty, or kindness, emphasizing these can strengthen your connection. Set boundaries around sensitive topics. If certain subjects often lead to heated debates, agree to discuss them only at certain times or avoid them altogether. This strategy can prevent unnecessary conflicts and keep the peace. Finally, celebrate your differences. Diverse beliefs and values can bring new perspectives and experiences into your relationship. Embrace these differences as opportunities for growth and learning. By setting and respecting these boundaries around beliefs and values, you can ensure a respectful and loving relationship, even in the face of differences.